So we talk
Wow.
about a 139 tool that we have, where you as a leader start discipling 3 people. So the goal is to disciple 3 people who become disciple makers within a year each, where
Yep.
they all start committing to, again, disciple each one of them another 3 people. And you stick with those. It's like Jesus having his closest
Yeah.
three, and then those 3 have another 3 each, which is an extra 9. So it becomes the 12. It's kind of the Jesus model we see. So you focus on 3 that
Yep.
you do life with, and you pour everything into these people, and they start committing to invest into another 3 with investing their lives and starting to disciple them, so that you're kind of involved with the 12, but your main focus is the 3. But those 9 have another 3 each, which makes it 27
Wow.
after that. And so you have this exponential growth. And that's what we are seeing in Thailand or in Northern Africa right now, in like
Wow.
radical places where we are seeing movements of hundreds of churches coming about. And then the miraculous, like we've seen 14 people raised from the dead in Africa, like, and sorry, in Asia. And now we've moved to Africa about, like, we had the training just over a year ago, and we come back a year later. They've never raised the dead. And they raised 6 people from the dead in the last year, because
No.
we train them on all authority in heaven and on earth is given to Jesus. He promised to be with us always until the end of age. He's in us. The kingdom lives in us,
Yep.
and there's
Yep.
no limits in the kingdom. And they're going after it, and it's happening. Like it's such a dream of just multiplying kingdom disciples.
Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is the best call that I've had in a long time. Man, how does someone pick their 3? How do you help people to recognize their 3?
You know, it's at work, wherever you spend your daily life. That's where it's the goal
Yep.
to disciple people. So
Yep.
I just taught less than a week ago in the church, and I said, you don't need to do your work life separately, and then at the end of the week you need to do something for God and for the church. But make your life available for God, and
Yeah.
wherever your niche of influence is in life, and work for 40 plus hours every week, start discipling people there. So it's a doctor in the hospital, it's a student in the
Come on.
school, it's whoever, mothers. Like, I have amazing stories of mothers on the playground. One lady, she came to our disciple making training. It's called Acts Now, so the book of Acts in nowadays. So
Come on.
actsnowglobal.com is the website, and so we train online as well, and we train in the nations. We're just in the middle of our school. And so we are training and equipping people. This woman was 4 years reaching out to other mothers in Sydney, Western setting, 4 years on the playground, not a single salvation. And she was so frustrated. She
Wow.
comes to the training, week 1, week 2, week 3. It's only one night a week, but we give them tools and they get to know them. By week 3, she led 16 mothers to Christ in one week.
Gosh.
The 2 groups, and it's multiplied. I don't know how many groups she has now, and it's just her field of influence on the playground with other mothers and discipling them. So it's pre-salvation. I think that's a key. Discipleship doesn't start after salvation. It starts
Yes.
when you meet someone. And
Yes.
even so big events, like, I'm not against it at all. Like,
Yeah.
I love stadium events. I love
Yep.
big crusades and so on. But the key is that the people, let's say we are running a big healing rally or a crusade somewhere in Germany.
Yep.
We're helping others doing it. And we are saying, let's before we have this big event, let's equip the simple people in the churches who are passionate for evangelism to make disciples and plant churches so that they can start reaching their friends at work and then bring them to the big event. So they're already discipling them. It's not inviting strangers and then they come to a stranger event and then they go for a stranger altar call and walk out and meet stranger pastors because they lose from the harvest. Absolutely. A big chunk is always cut out and people are meeting strangers again. But if you are discipling your friend from work and you bring him to the healing rally and he gets just touched, you walk up front at the altar call with the person, get saved, and you walk out discipling the person and know what you're doing step by step. So this is really the key to come alongside people and just walk them into the kingdom family.